I think today is the day when I recognized heaven on earth that Jesus spoke about. It's February 11th, 2021. 2021. And I looked through the window of the house that is built by my father while I was being in America. I was there for 20 years, and my father, several years ago, in a conversation, mentioned about the house while he lived in Montenegro. And I said, why don't we build something on the property that he owned, inherited by the grandfather? He said, yes. He was so excited. Because that was his dream that he could not afford. So he built this house that we're in, and I'm looking through the window, realizing heaven on earth. I'll get to that later. And he built it for himself, in a way. It's his house. And I appear to be living in it, coming back from America 20 years. 20 years later. He put the final touches onto the house, like a month before, days before I'm gonna walk into the country. And I remember walking into the gate, and he's standing in front of the door, and he was like, here are the keys to the house. And I walked in, and it was beautiful. Everything was beautiful. It reminds me of the relationship I have with my own father in heaven, where he has already built a house for me in heaven that I did not recognize until today. It started on February 1st, 2021, when I was driving with my wife and amazing woman that I met 6 years before. And she's driving, and I'm looking through the window of a car. Everything is clear, like crystal clear, physically. All the thoughts vanished, and I can see clearly, like in HD, super high definition, up on the physical world. Where before, when the thoughts were there constantly, I cannot see super clear in the finest detail up on this world, because thoughts are disturbing it, the vision. So that was surprised, because usually crystal clear state, as I call it, happens and stays for like 3 to 5 seconds. But this time, it was just going. It was going on and on. And I was really surprised. With prolonged vision in that state, things look different. They look the same, but different yet. Because the only thing I can see is beauty. Only beauty. Today we run into the gypsy woman that was pulling a cart while everyone else is driving Mercedeses and BMWs. And she's in her 70s. And we passed by next to her and she spoke with us. And, you know, she asked for money and we gave her some change. And she said, "Can I read your palms?" For the change that I gave her. And I even touched her hand and it was rough. She did not. I did not tell her to read my palms, but I touched her hand as I gave her the change. And it was a rough, very rough surface. But her eyes were beyond this world. Absolutely beyond this world. It was so clear and obvious. Her skin, like, she looked like she's 110. But I know she was in her 60s or 70s. She had a rough life. She had a really light brownish eyes that shone with such strength that I can only admire it. There was also pain in there, but the strength was what stuck with me. And that's the strength that we all have, all of us. We had it our whole lives. We just didn't know it. That's the strength of the Son of God that lives in the house of God on planet Earth. Now, did God create the earth? I don't think so. We created the earth with the power that God gave us, seeking the resemblance of the heaven that we left. And at the same time, we got so lost into our ideas about what the earth is that we have abandoned it. The way to come back to the earth, to the heaven, or example of heaven that we envisioned, is to come back to it and be present with the earth, with ourselves, each other and restore our heritage in reality, where God exists now, where we exist now. Life is easy. Just be here with God now. And let Him do everything for you. And let heaven be restored up on the earth. In peace and beauty, with God within.